The Checkpoint is presented by GM Pharma, the first international multinational pharmaceutical company in Georgia. GM Pharma, to serve those who need it most.
Georgia spent $37.1 million on electricity imports from January to September this year, which is $650,000 less compared to the same period of the last year. The largest share of imports, 61%, accounted for Russia. What is the threat of importing cheap Russian electricity? This is a topic we covered for you with the help of professionals from the energy field. Take a look. Georgia spent $37.1 million on electricity imports from January to September. This money has been distributed to the neighboring countries' economies. The largest share of imports, 61%, accounted for Russia. It cost $7 million for our country, almost 2 times less than the import from Azerbaijan. What is the threat of importing cheap Russian electricity? This is a question that the Checkpoint asked to the professionals from the energy field. David Narmanian, the chief of Georgia National Energy and Water Supply Regulatory, thinks that imports from Russia are a temporary operation and it happens only because of low prices of electricity. We get electricity from Russia as well as from Azerbaijan and Turkey. Auctions are announced every month, where decisions are made based on a carrying capacity of power lines and electricity price. Electricity imports from Russia is temporary because we make its import for various countries from time to time. In Russia's case, the main point is low electricity price. Despite the fact that electricity prices from Russia are lower compared to our other neighbors, this is a very dangerous statistic, points Georgi Abramishvili, exclusive director of Georgian Renewable Energy Development Association. Considering the tough relations around the energy supply process from Russia to European countries, Abramishvili thinks that the same may happen to Georgia one day.
It's a very dangerous statistic what we have, because we see now what is going on in Europe, that in Europe the prices of the electricity are tripled, and we see that a lot of manufacturers are also stopped because of the increase of the electricity price. And this increase is caused because of the deficit in the natural gas delivery from Russia to the Europe. We should utilize our potential, which is quite huge, and we can cover our dependency with our renewable energy fully.
What is the most alarming for our country, import of Russian electricity or the fact that Georgia cannot meet its demand? Answering to this question, energy expert Murman Margvelashvili explains that in an open, transparent market, both suppliers, Azerbaijan and Russian companies, will bring their resources, and through this process Georgia can control all the risks coming from especially Russia. If we want our country to be independent, it needs to strengthen energy security, especially in such a difficult environment. If Georgia doesn't have a mechanism to improve energy security, it will be doomed to depend on others, which won't bring any good to our country. One of the last energy projects that has problems in terms of developing in Georgia is Namakvani hydropower plant. It's been more than months since the investor company Enka announced the termination of the contract with the Georgian government, but the Ministry of Economy insists that negotiation with the investor is still going on.
The Checkpoint is presented by GM Pharma, the first international multinational pharmaceutical company in Georgia. GM Pharma, to serve those who need it most.